Did you know that research shows women return to an abusive partner 7 times on average before leaving for good? Does that number surprise you? In this video, we're going to talk about why that is, why victims of domestic violence, and it's not just physical abuse, we're talking about psychological abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, spiritual abuse, verbal abuse, why they can't break that bond. Why do they keep going back? We're going to talk about all the reasons why in this video. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a transformation coach, a motivational speaker, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. This is what I do all day, every day. I help people who are trapped in narcissistic relationships to figure out how they can leave. And believe me, it doesn't always happen the first time, but it's really my mission to reduce that number from 7 to a much, much lower number, so that people will gain the information they need so they don't keep returning to an abusive situation. So the first reason people go back to the abusive partner is because of guilt. They feel guilty about breaking up the family, or that the abuser convinces them that he or she can't live without them. Would they threaten suicide? They become unhinged. They say that they could never survive without the other party. And so the victim feels guilty for leaving, because just like all these narcissistic people are very much alike, so are their victims. We're all very much alike because we're the ones they target. And there's a common theme among us too. So we are very empathetic people. We're caretakers. We like to take care of other people, to help other people. We feel other people's pain. So when someone is devastated at the idea of our leaving, it's hard for us to see them dissolve like that, to see them fall apart. And we feel guilty that we're the ones, we think, we're being told, who are inflicting so much pain on that person. The second reason women stay is because they're gaslighted. They are told that the abuser is going to change. They want to believe it too. They're told, oh, I'm going to stop calling you names. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop gambling. I'm going to stop having affairs. I'm going to stop raging. I'm going to stop keeping all the money from you. Whatever the abuse is, they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear, whatever it takes to get you to stay. And we want to believe it. We want to believe that they're going to change. And they may even change temporarily, but they can't keep it up. So that's when the cycle repeats. So that is another reason why it takes so many times for women to leave abusive situations. The next reason is something called trauma bonding. We get addicted to the abuse. I know. Can you imagine? It makes no sense. Something so painful, so destructive, that you can actually get addicted to that pain. But it's true. We get a dose of dopamine, like a dopamine rush from the chaos, from the drama. And as much as we don't like it, we are addicted to it. And that is another reason women stay in abusive situations. And the final reason is fear. We're fearful of what the abuser is going to do even after we leave. They make our lives even worse than when we were there. They try to sabotage all of our efforts to move on, or to make money, to have new relationships, to parent our children, whatever, right? Because they are hell-bent on getting you to return. So they will do anything and everything to make your life after leaving worse than it was before. So of course you think, well, there's no end in sight, so I'm better off being in that horrible place than this even more horrible place. But I'm here to tell you that other horrible place on the other side, that will end. That has an expiration date. Being married or in the relationship does not. So there's a great series on Netflix that really illustrates all of these points so well. It's called Maid, MAID, and it's about a young woman who has a child with an abusive partner, and returns to the abuse because it, for all the reasons we just talked about. So it would be really interesting, now that you've heard all of these reasons, to watch that and see how they play into this series. It's a perfect illustration of what it feels like, what it looks like to be on the receiving end of that type of abuse, gaslighting, trauma bonding, all those things. If this is you, if you are in an abusive relationship, it doesn't have to be physical abuse. If you're wondering if your situation is abusive, take action. Make a phone call. Find out more. Figure out what's okay and what's not okay. You're maybe you can't see the forest for the trees. I know that's how I was. I didn't realize my situation was abusive until someone got close enough to me to hold the mirror up and let me see for myself that what was going on was not normal and it was not okay. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need someone to show you that it's not okay and you don't have to keep going back. And there are resources and there is help, and you can extract yourself for good from this situation, and hopefully it won't take you 7 tries. If you'd like to talk to me about your situation, and maybe I can be the one to hold the mirror up for you or give you some guidance, you can book a free call with me. There will be a link in the description below where you can hop right on my calendar, find a time that works for you, and we'll talk about what's going on. If you found this information helpful, will you please give this video a thumbs up? And please subscribe to my channel, because that is what's going to help this video get in front of more people who really need to hear this information. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that you might also like, so I hope to see you in the next video.